Clock ticked and the calendar pages turned. The tireless pursuit of justice finally bore fruit. June 1st, 2015 marked the culmination of relentless investigation and unwavering determination. The shadows lifted, revealing the faces of the ones implicated in this tragic tale. Chad South, the hitman cloaked in regret, Alva Jacobs, the silent companion of that night, and Mindy, the reluctant witness. This episode is brought to you by Skillshare. Hey folks, I've got something super cool to share. I've recently dived into Skillshare, and man, what a transformation it's been. It's not just an online learning platform, it's a hub of inspiration. I stumbled across this photography course, right? Always thought I had an eye for it, but never really explored it. So I dove in, and now I can't stop clicking. From creative angles to understanding lighting, my Insta game has leveled up for sure. Seriously, whether it's photography, digital art, entrepreneurship, or another passion lurking inside you, Skillshare's got it covered. So go on, unlock your potential, and join Skillshare. It's a journey you won't forget. Use the link in the description and support the channel. In the annals of true crime, few tales match the bizarre and heartbreaking series of events surrounding the case of Daniel Ott. The story of mistaken identity, hired hit gone terribly wrong. It highlights the perplexity and unforeseen consequences in the criminal world. This narrative interweaves multiple criminals, a seemingly innocent victim, and a string of criminal activities, revealing the horrifying reality of a man killed for having the wrong name. Welcome to the True Crime Never Sleeps podcast. On this episode of Murder Monday, we dive into the case of mistaken identity and the murder of Daniel Ott. Before we get into it, please hit that subscribe button and bell notification button to be notified of future videos. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Just search True Crime Never Sleeps or find the links in the description. The intricate web of crimes and connections in this tragic case finds its origins in the criminal endeavors of Joe Rosebrook. Rosebrook was no stranger to the criminal underworld, having established a notorious reputation primarily through a series of car thefts. His encounters with the law were frequent, and his name synonymous with organized criminal activities. His story is a dark tapestry woven with plots of betrayal, violence, and intricate criminal enterprises. His criminal undertakings entwined him with another individual shrouded in illicit activities, Daniel C. Ott. Ott's life was a parallel narrative of crime, marked by numerous unlawful endeavors, including the theft of over 1,000 cars. His criminal footprint was significant and his participation in the underworld extensive, making him a well-known figure amongst his peers in the criminal realm. The complex relationship between Rosebrook and Ott unfolded amidst clandestine operations and shared illicit interests. However, relationships within the criminal world are volatile, fraught with betrayal. The alliance between the two men eventually soured, giving way to a saga of treachery and deceit. The unfolding animosity between them would later serve as the ignition to a tragic sequence of events, leading to an intricate plot of murder for hire. Despite being incarcerated, Rosebrook's influence and reach within the criminal circles remained unhindered. The prison walls were insufficient in constraining his nefarious designs, enabling him to orchestrate a sinister plot to eliminate Ott. Rosebrook's persistence and connections allowed him to clandestinely smuggle a phone into his prison cell, a testament to his resourcefulness and the extent of his influence within and beyond the prison walls. This secret communication line became the conduit through which Rosebrook reached out to Chad South, the hitman, painting a target on Daniel C. Ott's back. The instructions were crystal clear and the stakes high. South was to locate and assassinate Daniel Ott, fulfilling a contract that promised a lucrative reward. This marked the commencement of a meticulous and sinister plot, destined to unfold into a tragedy of mistaken identity and unintended consequences. In the shadows of the underworld, these men maneuvered their pawns, with every calculated move edging closer to an irreversible tragedy. The interconnected tales of Joe, Daniel, Chad South, and their various accomplices highlight the intricate, often unpredictable interplay than criminal networks. The seemingly unbreakable bonds formed in the crucible of shared illicit interests eventually devolved into a quagmire of betrayal and bloodshed, setting the stage for a haunting tale of error, loss, and retribution. The foundation for this twisted tale lies in the meticulous planning and execution of a deadly plot orchestrated by Joe from behind the prison bars. Joe, despite his incarceration, managed to maintain an active role within the criminal underworld. His command and influence reached far beyond the cold, confining walls of his prison cell. A smuggled cell phone served as his liaison to the outside world, allowing him to stay connected and influential on the criminal circuits. The hitman recruited for this malevolent mission was Chad South, a man presumably equipped with the necessary skills and unflinching resolve to carry out the contract killing. His task was to locate and eliminate Daniel C. Ott, the target of Rosebrook's festering animosity. With precise instructions, Chad South embarked on a journey shrouded in shadows, driven by the prospect of a lucrative payoff. He meticulously researched and gathered information, meticulously preparing himself to execute the sinister directive. Chad South wasn't alone in this grim endeavor. Accompanying him were Mindy Mock-Stanifer and Alva Jacobs. The trio drove from Dayton, Ohio to Burton, Ohio, blending the distance and time into a singular focus, fulfilling the deadly contract. The trip spanned approximately 240 miles and lasted over 3.5 hours, culminating in their arrival at a small town where they were to lie in wait for the right moment. As the darkness enveloped the town, the trio took refuge at a friend's house of Chad South, close to where the hit was supposed to occur. The air was laden with tension as the dawn approached, bringing with it the shadow of a pending doom. South had done extensive research. He knew where Daniel Ott resided and was ready to carry out his malicious task. However, the unfolding events revealed a glaring discrepancy in South's meticulously gathered information. A colossal mistake of identity was lurking in the shadows, a mistake that would lead to an unforeseen tragedy. The fine threads of information that guided Chad South towards his target were intertwined with errors, ultimately leading him to the wrong Daniel Ott. The chilling realization dawned too late, spiraling the well-laid plan into a cataclysmic finale that veered far from its intended course. As the tension in the air heightened, the true magnitude of the error unfolded. The targeted Daniel Ott was not the man entrenched in a life of crime, not the man with a history of car thefts and dubious connections, but a completely innocent individual who shared nothing with his namesake, name itself. The intersection of these lives, marked by mistakes and miscalculations, set the stage for a heartbreaking tragedy that highlighted the ruthless and chaotic nature of the criminal world. The ensuing struggle, the escape, and the aftermath painted a vivid picture of a plan gone wrong, leading to irreversible consequences and a haunting tale of loss and regret. The critical point of the tale occurs as the threads of fate intertwined, leading Chad South to the threshold of the wrong Daniel Ott. The sky heavy with the silence of the impending doom, witnessed South alongside Mindy Mock-Stanifer and Alva Jacobs, immersing themselves in a clandestine mission. Preparations and research that paved the way to this moment seemed unerring, but an unseen air shadowed their steps. South, with every muscle tense and senses heightened, approached the residence. His supposed target clear in his mind, an image spawned from detailed research and meticulous planning. However, a grave and irreversible misjudgment awaited him inside. The home's actual occupant, Daniel E. Ott, bore no resemblance to the criminal whose demise was sought by Rosebrook. South found himself facing a man whose innocence radiated from his features, a stark contrast to the seasoned criminal he was contracted to eliminate. The silence of realization draped the surroundings as South, grappling with the truth, inquired the name of the man standing before him. The response, laced with innocence, resounded in the space, emphasizing the colossal mistake made. It revealed the fatal flaw in South's mission. His target wasn't the seasoned criminal immersed in illicit endeavors, but an innocent individual whose only connection to the entire grim scenario was his name. This moment, suspended in time, marked the clash of innocence with evil intentions and echoed the reverberations of a mistaken identity. The atmosphere turned tense, an air of disbelief and realization intertwining. South found himself cornered by his own mistake. The specter of his erroneous judgment looming over him. Questions plagued his mind, the air growing heavy with the unspoken acknowledgement of the wrong man standing before him. The initial shock ebbed, giving way to a hasty retreat as South, now steeped in the realization of his error, attempted to exit the scene. However, fate had more twists in store. The following moments were a blend of chaos and struggle as Daniel, initially tied up, managed to free himself. The serene air of the night was shattered by the tumultuous altercation between the two men. The silence that veiled the surroundings was pierced by the ominous echoes of a gunshot. The scuffle culminated in South firing at Daniel, an act of self-preservation mixed with the need to leave no witnesses to his colossal blunder. South scrambled to the waiting car, his clothes stained with the blood of an innocent man. A wave of nausea and regret overcame him. The immediate escape was marred by the grotesque realization, untimely demise of an innocent man. A life untangled with the criminal world, a man who fell victim to a macabre dance of fate and mistaken identity. Car, now a vessel of escape and regret, carried the trio away from the scene, leaving behind a tale of unwarranted death and unremitting remorse. South, grappling with the mistake and the blood on his hands, frantically narrated the harrowing incident to his companions, painting the air with the tragic words, "I just killed the wrong Daniel Ott." The echoes of this confession intermingled with the collective realization of the mistake made, rendering the escape a journey marred by sorrow, guilt, and the shadow of an innocent life lost. Tragic ramifications of this error were felt deeply, resonating through the souls of those involved, leaving behind a haunting silence broken only by the whispers of a name wrongly targeted. This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Hey listeners and viewers, let's talk about surfing the web. We all love the freedom the internet offers, but it's essential to remember the importance of online security and privacy. That's where our favorite tool, ExpressVPN, comes in. ExpressVPN provides a layer of protection that keeps our personal data secure and private. It's especially crucial when we're shopping online or using public Wi-Fi, ensuring our passwords, email, and sensitive information remain our own. It's super easy to use. You just open the app, click to connect, and voila, your connection is secure, your IP address is masked. This level of encryption is a game changer, allowing us to browse, stream, and work worry-free. And let's not forget the speed. ExpressVPN is incredibly fast, avoiding the lag and buffering we all dread. It's especially great for those of us who love streaming our favorite shows and movies. No more geo-restrictions or content limitations. Plus, the versatility is impressive. It works on every device, phones, laptops, even routers, so everyone who's connected to your network is automatically protected. Customer support is also phenomenal. They're available 24/7 to help you with anything you need. It's genuinely a comprehensive service. We can't emphasize enough the importance of protecting your online presence. Internet security is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And ExpressVPN is a powerful tool in maintaining your online privacy. Use the link in the description and sign up today and explore the different plans available. Find the one that suits your needs and start browsing the internet with peace of mind, knowing you're protected with the best. Secure your internet, enjoy your freedom, and let ExpressVPN be your companion in the digital world. In the aftermath of the Iranian's hit, the landscape of this intricate tale transformed into a battlefield where truth confronted denial and justice sought the ones veiled in shadows. A search for resolution and accountability commenced, highlighting the grim implications of a mistaken identity and an innocent life lost. Law enforcement, now burdened with untangling this complex web of deception and wrongful death, dug deep into the layers of this heinous crime. The journey was fraught with challenges and shrouded in silence, as witness intimidation and reluctance to cooperate permeated the investigation. A realm of criminals bound by unspoken codes and veiled threats proved to be a formidable adversary to truth and justice. The years rolled on, the shadows of unsolved mystery and unresolved guilt enveloping the narrative. The pursuit of justice was relentless, determined to pierce the shadows with the light of truth. Witnesses pursued, threads were unraveled, the facades of deception were gradually dismantled. However, the road to revelation was marred by broken promises and unfulfilled agreements. from witnesses teetering on the edge of confession and denial. Mindy Mock Stanifer, the woman shadowed by her presence during that fateful night, emerged as a crucial piece of this intricate puzzle. Her journey, oscillating between cooperation and evasion, became a testament to the struggle for truth in a landscape marred by fear and deception. Her declarations, though laced with inconsistencies and half-truths, provided a glimpse into the dark tapestry of that night, painting a picture of remorse, regret, and revelation. As the clock ticked and the calendar pages turned, the tireless pursuit of justice finally bore fruit. June 1st, 2015, marked the culmination of relentless investigation and unwavering determination. The shadows lifted, revealing the faces of the ones implicated in this tragic tale. Chad South, the hitman cloaked in regret, Alva Jacobs, the silent companion of that night, and Mindy, the reluctant witness. The confrontation with truth became a collective reckoning, a moment where the repercussions of a wrongful act reverberated through the halls of justice. The innocently slain Daniel Ott, a man whose life was snuffed out in a dance of shadows and mistaken identity, became the symbol of unyielding justice and undeniable truth. His memory, enshrined in the revelation of the truth, became the beacon leading to the rightful condemnation of those involved. The realization of the colossal mistake rippled through the collective consciousness, illustrating the fatal interplay of fate and mistaken identity. The public, and now a witness to this tale, became the echo of collective shock and heartbreak. The real Daniel Ott, immersed in his illicit endeavors and shadows of his criminal past, surfaced as the ghostly presence in this confrontation with truth, his life marked by unending criminal pursuits and continual incarceration. Finally, the scales of justice tilted and implicated individuals faced penalties for their actions. The courtroom became the arena where remorse confronted accountability and regret faced retribution. The judge's words echoed the ironies of fate, revealing the unseen threads connecting the real Daniel Ott to his unintended counterpart. The real Daniel Ott, his whereabouts shrouded in mystery for his protection, continued his dance with fate. His life marked by criminal endeavors and escapes from the clutches of retribution. His journey, intertwined with stolen cars and federal imprisonments, became a haunting reflection of the life his innocent counterpart could never live. The confrontation with truth and the eventual dispensation of justice marked the resolution of this tragic tale. The pursuit of accountability and the unmasking in the shadows became a testament to the resilience of truth, the unwavering pursuit of justice. The echo of Daniel Ott's name, intertwined with the shadows of that fateful night and the relentless quest for truth, continues to resonate, a perpetual reminder of the innocently lost life and haunting dance of mistaken identity. The intricate dance of uncovering the truth began, unfolding the complex tapestry woven with errors, deception, and ultimate tragedy. The case of Daniel Ott is a tragic and sobering reminder of the unforeseen, far-reaching consequences of criminal activities. It emphasizes the randomness of fate and how innocent lives can get tangled in a web of crime and violence, culminating in unthinkable tragedy. The long and difficult road to justice in this case offered a semblance of closure, but the pain and loss experienced by Daniel E. Ott's loved ones remain a poignant reminder of the human cost of criminal machinations. The story unfolds a cautionary tale, reflecting on how lives can be intertwined in unexpected ways, how a series of decisions can lead to irrevocable consequences, and how the pursuit of justice, no matter how delayed, remains essential to uphold the values of society and to honor the memory of those who have suffered unjustly.